Like, oh, I feel like a little out now.
You guys are so chatty today. Hi, everybody. Namaste. Good morning. Welcome. Woo. What's going on? So much. There's so much going on. There's so much going on, always. But I'm going to make you start on your backs. So if you don't mind,
That sounds awful.
if you will please take a moment just to lay down. I see a few new faces in here. My name is Lisa. I get to be your guide of sorts today. Thank you for being here and welcome. As you come onto your back, if you like, you can bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees drop out to the sides. You could do the opposite of that, bring your knees together and your feet apart, if you like, or even legs parallel, feet on the floor. So one of those options, again, soles of the feet together, knees apart, knees together, feet apart, or legs parallel, feet on the floor. And then if you'd like your hands on your body anywhere, you're welcome to place maybe both hands to your belly, or one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. If it feels better, arms by the sides, of course, that's fine too. And we'll just take a moment or two to, tune in not only to your body, but most especially to your breathing. Okay, so first and foremost, just a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And an opportunity here just to arrive. Not only in this space, but in your body. So if you'll take a moment to just cruise your attention through, from the crown of the head all the way through your soles of the feet. This is an opportunity to notice if there are places you want to adjust around or maybe modify for. Or any places you just want to be extra attentive to. Places that feel really open, right? Whatever the experience of the physical body is. Okay, and then begin to organize your breathing. And we're going to start with a 3-part breath this morning. So you'll breathe in just a third of your capacity in the base of your lungs first. So you'll feel your belly rise and fall. If you have a hand on your belly, you'll feel that hand, of course, rise and fall. But the rest of the lungs remain fairly steady still. Just a third of your breath capacity in the base of the lungs. So this is one of the ways that you can connect to the parasympathetic nervous system and let yourself kind of calm down. And then start to move your breath into that second third. So you'll inhale the bottom of the lungs and then the middle of the lungs. And as you exhale, you'll exhale from the middle and then the bottom. So still the chest fairly still. Just 2/3 of your capacity. So try to refrain from a full breath. And then we'll start to move into that last third. So fill the bottom, the middle, the top of the lungs. And as you exhale, exhale from the top and then the middle and the bottom. So this might be a little different from how you normally breathe. I'm sure there are some of you in here who are really adept at not only noticing your breath, but staying connected to your breath. And for some of you, that might be a little more challenging. Just do a few more rounds like this, right? Remember inhaling the bottom, the middle, the top of the lungs, and exhaling from the top down. Notice the breath even moving beyond like these places of the body, moving down into the pelvic floor, up into the mind, the throat, ears, jaw. Do one more round wherever you are. So complete the breath around and do one more. And then begin to gently move your fingers and toes. Let your breath return to a rhythm that's steady and somewhat normal, but still connected to, with your mind to how you're breathing. And start to move your fingers and toes. You can rotate the wrists and ankles. And when you're ready, eventually reach both arms up and over your head. You could extend your legs straight if you like. And then just relax, let your arms soften toward the floor. Now interlace the fingers and press your palms towards the back of the room. Take a big breath in here, fill up all the way. Now exhale everything out through your mouth. Hold your breath out now. Pull the belly button in and up and reach through your hands and flex through your feet. Then inhale and do that again. Exhale through your mouth. Hold the breath out. Pull the belly button in and up toward the heart. Reach through your feet and your arms. Then inhale. And one more time. Exhale it all out. Hold the breath. Pull the needle in. Reach through your limbs. Then inhale. Exhale and relax. Good. Take another big breath in here and now bring your knees into your chest. And give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock from side to side or rotate your knees around in a circle. A couple times one way and then the other. Take an inhale and exhale. Roll yourself over to the right or the left and just rest for a moment there. Use your upper arm like a little pillow for your head. Place the opposite hand to the earth in front of the heart. And just take a moment to connect into the earth with the hand on the ground, a moment to just release anything into the earth that might be weighing on your heart. And to remember the value of the support that the earth gives. This is, the time where maybe if you have gardens, the fruits are beginning to really come in, feeling and receiving the gifts of the earth. Maybe even, of course, some healing energy or some love right back to her as she finds her equilibrium. And take an inhale. As you exhale, press the floor away and come up to a comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to trace your awareness up and down the length of your spine. Notice the weight of your body on the earth. And then engage a little bit of or create, I should say, a light ujjayi. So engage the muscles of your throat. And feel the breath move in and out at the throat center. Take an inhale, reach up tall through the crown of your head. As you exhale, drop an ear to a shoulder. Just take a moment to stretch the side of the neck, Feel free to move your head a bit forward and back. Feel free to extend the opposite arm out to the side and kind of rotate your arm around a little bit. An offering here just to follow how energy unfolds in your body, specifically in this area of the neck and the arm, the upper body. And then take an inhale, let your hand rest back onto your knee, drop the chin to the chest, and move your head from side to side here. Just trace the collarbone with your chin, let your shoulders roll back and down, keep your heart lifted. As you move your head gently from side to side, and then when you get to the other side, or when you're ready, drop the ear to the other shoulder. And pause there, and then explore if you want the opposite arm extending out, maybe rotating around. You want to drop the mind into the body, really just listening to how the body is today, and then how you can use your breath and your mind to shift things. Let your head rest back onto your knee, drop the head back now, the throat open, lift the chin up towards the sky, lift the heart a little bit. Relax the jaw, stick out your tongue. And then rotate your head around in a full circle. Nice and slow. Notice if there are places that catch or places that are tight or tense, and see if you can just relax, and then we'll rotate the head the opposite way. Notice as you move your head if your hands tense up at all, or your hips. See if you can relax. Take another inhale, another exhale, and then we'll bring the head up to center. And just rotate your shoulders around a few times. Let your shoulders relax back and down, and then bring your hands together in front of the heart and rub the hands briskly back and forth. So we say this is one of the ways you can clear the prana, the chi in the body. And so rub, take another deep inhale, and then release your hands to the side of the body and shake the hands out. Take a deep inhale, extend the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to the third eye. Now we'll just take a moment to focus the mind, so call forth an intention. Remember, it doesn't have to be words. It could be an image or a feeling, just anything that's uplifting and inspiring to you. So this is where we set right mindset, right intention. Everything kind of flows from that. So see or sense that here. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale the hands to the heart. And a moment to just drop into your heart space, to remember the bigger picture, the interconnectedness of all things. Not only do we create this space as a safe space and allow in only the forces that are most helpful to all of us, we'll also send a bit of our heart light to all of those who are struggling and suffering, those that make it very clear, and those that bottle it up or stay silent. And we just remember that this journey in the human condition is not easy for any of us. And we add a bit more compassion to the whole, the field, a bit more strength and encouragement as we help walk one another home. We'll open with 3 rounds of Om now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it all out. Inhale for Om. exhale, we'll bow the chin to the chest, and then you can release your hands, allow your eyes to open, and we'll begin in all fours. So onto hands and knees, give yourselves a few moments to move around a little bit. You can shift your hips from side to side, maybe gaze out over one shoulder and then the other. Connect into not only how you move, but how you're breathing as you move. And you take another inhale, and as you exhale, just bring yourself back to center. So pull the belly button in and kind of lengthen through the crown of the head. Now turn your right palm to face towards the sky, slide it forward on the floor as you inhale, and on your exhale, come down onto your left elbow. Lengthen through the right side of the body. Keep your knees and your hips aligned as you lengthen the right arm forward, and just concentrate on kind of growing a little longer through the right side. Not just through the hand, but back through the hip. And then you can gaze towards the earth or set your forehead to the floor, the chin to the floor if that feels all right. Look forward. Build the breath in the front of the chest on your inhale. Let your heart soften towards the floor as you exhale. And stay here one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, come up just enough you can slide the right arm under the body, right shoulder to the earth, right side of the head to the earth. Take a breath in and a breath out. Left arm can extend to the floor above the crown of your head, or you could wrap it around behind the back if you like. And then imagine reaching through the skin, right, beyond the fingertips, and grounding down through the knees and beyond, like into the floor. You could even kind of ground the feet or the shins to the earth. And whether the toes are curled under or pointed doesn't much matter. Just notice whatever is on the earth as an element of grounding, and whatever lifts away from the earth as that which is expanding. Now take one more inhale and one more exhale. Release the left hand to the floor, to the shoulder, push the floor away, lift the right arm to the sky as you inhale. Exhale and lower your right hand to the floor. Switch sides, left palm up, slide the arm forward on your inhale breath. Exhale, come down onto your elbow. And pause here. You can just stay, and now we reach through the left hand, beyond the fingers, but back into the sitting bones. Heart down for the ground, gaze for the earth. You can gently gaze forward as you open the front of the throat. Breathe in and breathe out. So now right intention moves through the body. It comes as part of Yan Vayu, that which is circulating and distributing through your whole being. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, lift up just enough. Now you can slide your left arm under the body, left shoulder to the earth, left side of the head to the earth. Right arm can extend to the ground above the crown of your head. You could wrap it around behind the back if you like. Notice again that which is rooting, and then what expands from that root. And let more of like the breath itself and energy and prana direct that rather than the mind. That's not always easy, I don't think. So this is why else we keep the breath nice and steady. So it moves the mind into the state of sattva. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Release your right hand down, push the floor away. Inhale, lift the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale and set your hand to the floor. Good. And then drop the belly, lift the gaze on your inhale, open the front of the throat. Exhale, round your back, push the floor away. Inhale again, lift open the front of the heart, pull the navel in, and now exhale, lift your hips, curl the toes under, straighten your legs for downward facing dog pose. Good, and breathe in and breathe out here. And now in downward dog, just kind of pedal out your legs a little bit. Stretch one heel and then the other toward the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. So Vyan Vayu is one of the 5 ways that prana moves through the body. And it is the distributive force. It is that which circulates
through the whole of your body. It's like all of the connective tissue in your physical form. Now just hold the posture. Give a little bend to your knees as your sitting bones rise. Let the crown of your head descend towards the floor, but pull the navel in and stay for one more inhale breath here. As you exhale, walk the feet all the way up to the top of your mat, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. And give yourself a few moments in forward fold to shift your weight around a little bit. And here's where you can play with like how wide your stance is. So you can widen and you can make it more narrow. More narrow is simply less stable. Wider is simply a little more stable. How do you know which one to choose? But I always think of like what's most predominant in my life right now. Are things feeling fairly unstable and I need a bit more stability, or are things fairly stable and I could use a shake-up? Okay, there's not like a right or wrong. Use your intuitive knowing for that. Now bring your hands gently behind the back of the pelvis and interlace your fingers. Good. Feel free to keep your hands right here. If you want to extend them up towards the sky, as you draw the shoulder blades onto your back, breathe into your heart. And as you exhale full, let your head relax, your shoulders relax. Take another inhale breath here. One more exhale. Release your hands towards the floor and now round your spine and come all the way up to standing. Pull the navel in, and as you come up to stand, just rotate your shoulders around again. Breath in and out. Lift the arms towards the sky on your next inhale, and exhale, just pause here. Good. Take another inhale to lengthen up, and on your exhale, bring your hands back through heart center, hinge at your waist, fold forward once again. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen the torso, and now step both feet back, come to plank pose. High push-up position. Just pause here for a moment. Same thing you did in Uttanasana, you can do in plank. Shift your weight from side to side. Spread your fingers like rays from the sun. You could shift your weight forward a little and then back a little. And remember, we want the spine parallel to the floor. Good. And if that means that your knees want to come to the earth for supporting the wrists and the shoulders, go ahead and drop the knees down. Okay, now lengthen through the crown of your head. Take an inhale and exhale, pull the belly button in. Next breath in, shift the weight slightly forward and then lower your knees, bend your elbows, lower your chest, come all the way to the ground. Now point your toes, now lift your heart, inhale into cobra pose. Exhale and lower to the floor. So hands are by your low ribs, right? Elbows tuck in. On your inhale, you lift the heart a little bit forward, then up and away from the ground. Exhale as you lower down. And do that one more time on your inhale. Lift the heart, relax through the legs and root through your feet. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale to plank or go back into child's pose. Then exhale your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Awesome. And breathe in and breathe out. Notice and feel how things shift and change. Good. Establish your steady breathing. It's like the rhythm for practice, right? Take an inhale, glance to the top of your mat. Exhale it all out, bend the knees and jump, step, or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, fill the lungs. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to stand, lift the arms to the sky, reach up nice and tall, maybe even lean back a little, and exhale your hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms reach to the sky. Maybe a little lean back, and then exhale, pull the navel in, soften the knees, hinge at your waist, relax the head. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen, fill the lungs. Plant your hands and step your feet back, plank pose. Shift the weight slightly forward, come to the top of the toes. Exhale, bend your elbows lower all the way or stop halfway, or drop knees and then chest down. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog or lower back to the floor, plank or child's pose, then downward dog. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice your foundation as much as the lift through your hips. Give a little bend to your knees. Good. Inhale, glance to the top of your mat. Exhale everything out, bend your knees and jump, step, or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to stand, arms to the sky, maybe lean back a little. Hands to heart center as you remember your intention. Release the hands, lift the arms. Inhale again, stretch up. Forward fold, exhale. Think of the postures as ways to move energy through the body. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step your feet back, exhale, plank pose. Pause in plank, come forward slightly. Exhale, lower all the way or stop halfway, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra, broaden the collarbones. Exhale to downward dog or come to the floor. Plank or child's pose, then downward dog. Breathe in and out. Imagine cleansing and clearing like your energy body, if you will, and everything that circulates around. And take another inhale, look to the top of your mat, exhale it all out, bend the knees, jump, step, or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, fill the lungs, forward fold on your exhale. Inhale to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, arms to the sky, reach back, exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, Sun A. Inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, fill the lungs, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Inhale, shift the weight forward a little. Lower all the way or stop halfway, your knees, and then chest. Upward dog or cobra, broaden the collarbones, reach for the crown, downward dog or lower to the floor, plank or child's bend, downward dog. Many paths to the same place, right? Bend your knees a little bit. Draw the navel in, so we're starting to really build that sacred fire within. Take one more inhale, look to the top of your mat, exhale it all out, bend the knees, jump, step, or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Good, all the way to stand, lift the arms to the sky. Then exhale your hands to your heart center. Now bend both knees and lift your arms, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Remember, if when you lift your arms to the ceiling, the shoulders tense up and you're creating more tension than relaxation, let your arms extend forward. Shift the weight back into your heels and maybe lift all 10 toes up and off the floor. Imagine the legs like magnetized towards one another and yet also standing on their own. Good, take an inhale into the front of the heart as you exhale, maybe bend the knees a little deeper. Rise to stand on your inhale as you exhale, fold forward. Once again, interlace the hands behind your back. Stay here, take an inhale into the heart, draw the shoulder blades together, arms extend, exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lift up halfway. And now step the right foot to the back of the mat. Turn it flat onto the floor so it faces these blue walls. Bring your left elbow to your knee and your right hand onto your hip. And come into extended side angle. So left elbow is on the knee, right hand is on the hip. And you turn the heart open towards the side. Now feel free to adjust your stance here if you want it a little longer or wider so that your left knee and ankle align. And we don't always come into this posture from this place, from the floor. So think of that which lifts up and away, really rooted from the right foot. Lift from the arch of the right foot and tone all the way through the inner thigh to lift the hips a little. Then you scoop the left hip under, draw your left shoulder back and open the front of the throat. Now extend the right arm up and over your head and root back into your navel. Breathe. Take a deep inhale breath. Chest is open towards the side of the room. Exhale as you rotate, maybe gaze even towards the ceiling and stay for one more inhale. One more exhale. Right hand comes onto your hip. You'll come all the way to standing as you breathe in, straighten your left leg. Then exhale, bend the knee and come into warrior two. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Turn on the breath a little bit. Take an inhale as you lengthen through the crown. Exhale as you bend and reach back as much as forward. Take one more inhale breath here, everyone. Exhale, place both hands to the earth, either side of your left foot. Step the left foot back into plank pose and pause. Squeeze the legs together and come onto the right hand, the pinky toe side of the right foot. Lift your left arm to the sky for Vashisthasana. Remember, you can set your right knee onto the floor underneath your hip. The one foot can come in front of the other, left foot in front of right, or you can stack the feet and flex them. Yes, zip up the inner thighs and lift the hips on your inhale. Move your shoulders back and your head back. Reach your left arm overhead. Take a big inhale breath here and one more exhale. Good, lift the left arm up as you breathe in, lower your hands to the floor. You can go through chaturanga if you want. We lift your hips to downward facing dog. Good, breathe in and breathe out. Remember your Ujjayi pranayama, right? The whisper muscles hug in, kind of constricts the breath as it moves in and out, so create heat. We want heat. Heat is purifying, especially when it's generated internally. Right, inhale, look to the top of your mat, exhale it all out, bend the knees and jump, step or walk up. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale all the way to stand, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale as you bend your knees, bring your hands to the heart center, once back, Utkatasana. Extend the arms forward, out in front of you, or maybe up and overhead. And breathe in and out. Think of building energy in the front of the heart as you sit your hips back and down. Weight comes into the heels, right? Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sit down. What balances here is the energy moving through the heart and the hands, as well as that which is sitting through the hips. Take one more inhale breath here, and one more exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up tall. Forward fold on your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, and then step the left foot to the back of the mat. Spin your left foot flat, bring right elbow to your knee, your left hand to your hip. Extended side angle facing towards the planks now. Okay, and breathe in and breathe out. So adjust, right? If your right knee is coming past your right ankle, you've got to scoot your right foot forward or your left foot back. Remember, adjusting is totally cool. We don't want to adjust the whole time, but especially when you first come into a posture. Okay, now think of lifting from the inner arch of your left foot, toning all the way through your left inner thigh. Get a little space in the pelvis and then draw your right hip under, but with right shoulder, move right knee back. Inhale, extend the left arm over your head, but then lengthen right back down to your foot. So expansion and contraction happening internally and with your mind's eye, with the energy that moves in and out of the body, that naturally expands and contracts. Gaze will spin up towards the sky for one more inhale and one more exhale. Come all the way to stand, straighten your right leg as you breathe in. Exhale, bend the knee into warrior two and hold. Turn the palms towards the sky this time. Open the front of the chest. Reach back as much as forward as you square your shoulders and hips to the side. Awesome. Now think of hugging in from the legs. Maybe lift and spread all 10 toes from the floor. Tone the inner thighs and draw in through the crown. Another inhale, another exhale. One more big breath in as you lengthen, then exhale. Place your hands to the floor either side of your right foot. Step the right foot back into plank pose. Squeeze the legs together and come onto the left hand. Pinky toe side of left foot. Inhale, lift the right arm to the sky. Good. Set your left knee to the floor under your hip if you like. Move the right foot in front of the left, or stack the right foot on top of the left and flex your feet. Carry that energy of the inner thighs up through the crown of the head. Reach the right arm over your head as you inhale. And exhale. This is a great time to remember that you like yoga. And you chose to be here. Take another inhale and another exhale, and then lift the right arm to the sky, lower the hand to the floor. You can go through chaturanga or just to downward dog. And breathe in and breathe out. Of course, from chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog pose. And breathe in and breathe out here. Soften the knees a little bit. Pedal out your legs, another inhale, another exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat, exhale it all out, bend the knees and jump, step or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, forward fold on your exhale. Now bring the toes and heels together, bend both knees and lift your arms, come into chair pose. And then exhale your hands to your hips. So we want legs together here. So we're going to shift the weight into the left foot and then stack the right knee on top of the left knee. So weight goes into the left foot, right knee on top of left. Right arms come out by the sides, then up and overhead, and you take right arm under left. Garudasana, eagle pose. Wrap at the wrists if possible, otherwise hands come to shoulders. You'll bend the standing knee nice and deep. Hug the right foot in towards the left shin. Take an inhale and exhale. Now lift the elbows a little bit. As you exhale, bend your knees. We'll unwind the right leg and step it to the back of your mat. Come into warrior one foot. So your right heel roots to the floor. The hips and shoulders square forward. Lift your elbows and roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe even start to take the elbows towards the sky and create a little back bend in your upper body. Left knee bends nice and deep. Take an inhale from the navel, lift into the heart. As you exhale, lean back. Now unwind the arms and straighten your left leg. As you exhale, bend your knee, bring your hands to your heart center. Stay here, extend the arms to the sky and grab your right wrist. Then exhale, start to lean your upper body back. So straight up towards the ceiling with your heart, and then straight back toward the back of the room as you bend the knee. Soften the jaw and relax your eyes a little bit. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Beautiful. Straighten your left leg as you release your hands. Step up to the top of your mat, your hands to your heart. And just pause here and breathe in and breathe out. Notice what circulates around the body. So there's a real powerful role that your mind has to play with what gets lodged, if you will, in your physical form. Whether that's the pattern of a physical experience that stays alive through the mental body, right, that's not helpful, or a pattern that stays alive through the mental body that is helpful, right? And so here's where we set right intention. Take another inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands down. All right, bring your legs back together. Take an inhale and exhale. Squeeze the knees together, bend the knees and lift the arms back into chair pose. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips. And then we'll shift the weight into the right foot and bring your left knee on top of the right. Stay with your legs as they are, right? First and foremost, and then when you're ready, extend the arms towards the ceiling, and now it's left elbow under right. So you have left leg over, it's left arm under. Now shift the weight back into your right heel. Lift your elbows, yet roll the shoulders back and down. So you go right back into the navel center. Pull the belly button toward the back body. Take another inhale and another exhale. Unwind just your legs as you breathe in. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, warrior one. Lift your elbows towards the sky and roll the shoulders onto the back. Maybe start to lift the gaze towards the ceiling, the elbows towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades together behind the heart as you lift the gaze, the chest towards the sky. Stay grounded through your right foot. One more inhale breath here. And one more exhale. Release the arms, straighten your right leg, reach up. Bend your knee, bring your hands back to heart center. Stay in your legs, extend your arms to the sky, then grab your left wrist. Exhale, pause. Lift the left arm to the ceiling and start to lean your upper body back a little. Hold on at your core. Try not to get too carried away in the back bend. Stay rooted and grounded. Bend the right knee nice and deep and strengthen the left leg. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Awesome. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, your hands to your heart. You'll step the back foot forward and pause. Samasthiti. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Notice what circulates. And see if you can shift it a little bit, especially if what circulates is like, oh, that sucks. Or I hate this. Or what am I doing? Or why did I come? Right? All those thoughts, right? Let what circulates be, okay, that might not have been my favorite, but it's okay. It's gone now. Right? And here I am in this moment. My body's strong, my mind clear. Take another inhale as you exhale, lower the arms down. Bend the knees and lift the arms again into chair pose. Exhale and fold forward once again, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step right foot to the back of the mat again. You're going to spin it flat. Come back into your extended side angle. Left elbow to knee, right hand to hip. Breathe in and out. Sometimes the things of the lower mind will circulate, whether you want them to or not. But when the higher mind is aware, oh, that's lower mind. Oh, that's ego. ego. Oh, that's pattern, right? You can start to insert, right, your higher awareness there. Now take one more breath in here, and one more breath out. Reach the right arm overhead as you breathe in. Exhale and pause. If you like, lift your left arm up and off your left knee and extend it forward as well. The torso at an angle, so pulling from the navel, root through your feet. Take another inhale as you reach forward, another exhale, bend the knee. Great, inhale, come all the way up to stand and straighten your leg. Lower your right hand to your hip, keep your left arm lifting up. Soften the left knee a little bit and lengthen out of the left side, and then exhale, reach the left arm out and down, triangle pose. Breathe in and out. You're more than welcome to stay right here. If you want, you can go half moon. Carry your gaze towards the floor and step onto the left foot. Walk your right foot forward, left hand to your block of the floor, right leg lifts from the earth. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Hips and shoulders are square towards the side. Gaze to the side or up towards the ceiling. You could even gaze to the floor, and just like side plank, you want to align the hips and the shoulders and the foot. Activate your right toes and lift your foot a little bit higher. You can do it. Falling and wobbling is just part of the journey, so no big deal. You get back up and in it. Take one more inhale breath here. Could you lift your foot a little bit higher, everybody? There it is. Awesome. Set your foot to the back of the mat. Come all the way to standing as you inhale and bend your knee as you exhale, warrior two. And then pause and breathe in and breathe out. Do you remember when warrior two was like the worst posture ever? Now it's like a resting pose. Maybe it's still the worst posture ever for you, so just a little bit longer, it'll be a resting pose one day. Take another inhale into your heart, another exhale. On last breath, and lift the chest and exhale, dissolve. Hands to the floor, step the left foot back. Again, you can go through chaturanga or just down dog, whatever. Remember, you don't get extra like enlightenment points for more challenges. Breathe in, breathe out. Just throw that out there. There's some very enlightened beings who have never stepped foot on a yoga mat, is my point. Okay? Take another inhale and another exhale. All right, look to the top of the mat as you breathe in. Bend your knees and jump, step, or walk up. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale all the way to stand, lift the arms to the sky. And then exhale your hands to your heart center. And just pause for a moment and notice what circulates. About yourself, about the world, about someone else. And see if instead of perpetuating that cycle, you can for just a moment interrupt it. Take another breath in. On your exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale the arms to the ceiling, reach up tall. Forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. We do the other side. Step your left foot back. Spin the foot flat, bring right elbow to your knee, left hand to your hip, extended side angle. Breathe in and out. Good, same kind of alignment, right? We lift from the back foot up into the inner thigh and rotate your heart open. Extend the left arm overhead. You can stay there if you want. Lift your right arm overhead. There's also not extra enlightenment points for doing like more, right? Breathe in and out, just in case you're like, I don't feel like doing that today. You don't have to, right? Take another inhale. Good, another exhale. Inhale, come all the way up and straighten your right leg. Set your left hand onto your hip, so right arm reaches to the sky. Pause and soften the knees a little bit. Great, inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, extend the arm out and down, the hand to the shin or your block. Left hand to your hip as you roll the left shoulder up and back and down. You can stay here in triangle, or if you want, step onto the right foot. Right hand comes to the floor under your shoulder or onto your block. Left leg slides in and then lifts up and off the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Yeah, flex your left toes as much as you can, like you could stamp your footprint on the back wall. Good, and then see if you can ground down from the inside of your right foot, but lift the left leg a little bit higher, or simply rotate your left hip open. Good, now peace and ease through your mind. Soften your jaw, relax your eyes. Take another inhale, lift the foot a little bit higher, and then step it to the back of the mat. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Exhale, bend the right knee into warrior two. And then just rest. Breathe in. You turn the palms towards the ceiling. One more breath into the heart as you exhale. Place your hands to the floor. That's right. You're moving through it all. 2026, baby. Step the right foot back. Bend your elbows lower all the way. Stop halfway. Inhale to upward dog or cobra pose, and then exhale your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. So one more inhale, one more exhale. All right, look to the top of the mat. You're going to jump or step your feet to the outsides of your hands. And then bend your knees nice and deep and drop your hips towards the floor. Bring your hands to your heart center, so Malasana. Take an inhale and exhale. Great. This is, at least I know for many, it's an easy posture to kind of collapse in and to contract in, which is fine. It's somewhat the nature of the posture. So we're going to try to open the opposite. So find in a place that is contracting or naturally kind of collapsing, a place of expansion. Even if you're like, I don't know what that means or how to do that, right? Just the fact that you're willing to hear and willing to try will start to move you in that direction. It's like interrupting the patterning. Sometimes we don't even know what the patterning is that we're trying to interrupt. But trust merely with the intention, right intention, that it starts to happen on a very subtle and deep level. Now stay here. One more inhale as you lengthen through the crown. One more exhale. Set your hands to the earth. Lift your hips to the sky. Step your feet back again. Downward facing dog pose. You breathe in and breathe out. Lift your right leg to the sky on your next inhale. Then bend your knee and drop your foot behind your back as you exhale. Keep supported from the left side of your body as you lift your right knee. Reach through your right foot towards the plants over here. Then extend your right leg straight back behind you, and as you exhale, pull the knee through for pigeon. So right knee outside, right wrist onto the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Left leg extends back. You can curl the toes under, you can point them. You can even come to a supine variation of this pose or a seated variation. You would just take right ankle to the left knee. Now, wherever you are, come up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale into the front of the heart, and then as you exhale, walk the hands forward, come down onto your elbows. Breathe in and breathe out. Move your right hip back. That will draw your left hip forward. You could even carry your gaze over your right shoulder a little bit to help that action in your hip. Right? Everything interconnected. This is really what we learned from Vyan Vayu. That everything circulates. That everything has a corresponding pranic ray. That I do one thing and it ripples out into another direction. And so what am I harboring, if you will, within me and around me that creates your reality? Right? And how do you shift it if said reality is not giving you the feedback that you are looking for? How do you shift internally first instead of expecting the external world to change to be what you want? Right? Take another inhale and another exhale. Just relax a little bit. Maybe soften the jaw, relax your eyes. One more breath in and one more breath out. Come back up onto your hands as you breathe in. Next exhale, pause. Curl your right foot under, push down into the ground. Lift the right leg up and back. Left leg under. Left foot under. You got it. Back into like three-legged dog for a moment, and then into downward facing dog as your right foot comes onto the ground. And then just pause here, breathe in and out for a moment. Good. Take another inhale, exhale your legs together, and lift the left leg to the sky now. Bend your knee and drop your foot behind your back. Lift from your right hip. Stay supported from the right leg, right side body. Inhale, extend the left leg straight back behind you, and then draw your knee through for pigeon pose. Left knee outside the left wrist. Right toes will point back or curl under. Remember, if you prefer a seated or supine variation to this posture, this side will do that. You may come up onto your fingertips, take an inhale into the front of the heart, and as you exhale, walk the hands forward. Breathe in and breathe out. There's always going to be a pattern of some sort that you're in. We don't get free from that pattern, for a long time. But it also depends, right? How ingrained is said pattern? Is it one that you're developing here in this lifetime or one carried over from lifetimes before? Is it one lifetime before or many? Right, and these are kind of, answers I don't necessarily expect, or questions I don't necessarily expect you to have an answer to. And I don't think the answer is necessarily really important. But that you're aware that you're carrying things that are, yes, created now, but also carried over. And it is your opportunity here to notice them and to start to shift them, especially, of course, the patterns that don't serve you or that get you into a loop or a rhythm that's not helpful. It causes more fear or more struggle or more doubt or more criticism or more ego or more competition or more emphasis on separating. Those are the things we want to dissolve away. So we remember that we are here together to support one another, to guide one another, to help hold each other through the difficulty and the challenge of being human. Goodness, right? Breathe in and out. Good, just take one more inhale then and one more exhale. Inhale, have you come back up onto your hands. Exhale, pause. Curl your right foot under now. Push the floor away, lift your left leg back. Shake it out a little bit. Breathe in and out, and eventually set your foot onto the floor and come into downward facing dog pose. A little bend to your knees as you lift your sitting bones nice and high. Stay for like 3 solid breaths here. Pull the navel in. Imagine the sacred fire dissolving, right, and helping you to interrupt the patterning. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then you look to the top of your mat, jump, step, or walk your feet up. Lift up halfway on your inhale and exhale, fold forward. Now lift your heels from the floor, bend your knees, and drop your hips down so you come into a little squat. Knees together. We're close together, right? Hands come onto the tops of the thighs and you'll sit up nice and tall. Broaden the collarbones, roll the shoulders back and down. Yeah, hug in from the legs. So push into the floor a little bit and lift your hips away from your heels. Good, and breathe in and breathe out here. Let your shoulders relax back and down. Beautiful. Take another inhale. Now open the knees out to the side. Set your hands to the floor and drop your torso in between your legs. They call this garland pose. You're like a little bulb of garlic. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands like around the back of your heels and around your spine. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Take another inhale and another exhale, and then release your hands out in front of you. Drop your knees to the floor. They'll be wide. And then point your toes back. You're going to sit your hips back over your heels. So your knees are like out to the sides. Right? If you want support, use your blankets behind the backs of the knees or your blocks under your hips and just sit up nice and tall here. Take a breath in and breath out. Interlace, reach your arms to the sky, interlace your fingers and press your palms to the ceiling. Now remember that thing we did at the beginning of practice with our exhale breath laying on the floor? We're going to do that again now here. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale everything out through your mouth. Now hold the breath out and pull the navel in, root through your sitting bones and lift up through your hands. Then inhale and do it again. Exhale. Push the breath out, pull the belly button in and up, squeeze from the pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale. Hold the breath, squeeze in, lengthen, root. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Navel in, reach up and root down. Inhale, lower your arms down. Just pause here for a breath in and a breath out. Come out of your knees, walk your hands forward and come onto your sitting bones. Extend your right leg out to the side and fold your left foot in. Take your leg not as wide maybe as you can go, but like at a 45-degree angle from the pelvis facing forward. Okay, then you'll extend your arms to the ceiling as you inhale. On your exhale, you're going to twist over your leg and fold. Now come back up and do that again. So inhale, you rise up, you untwist. Then exhale, twist and fold. Good, one more time like that. Inhale, lift up, back to center. Exhale, pull the navel and twist and fold over your leg. And now hands to the ankles, the foot, the shin, and lift your chest up here. Broaden the collarbones and fold the torso over your right leg. Breathe in and breathe out. So it's not necessarily about freeing ourselves from pattern. I mean, ultimately, yes. The cycle of the soul. But in this life, right, we just work to shore up the patterns that trip us up the most. The ones, again, that keep us in resentment and fear and anger and irritation and disillusion and separateness. Take another inhale, lift into the heart. One more exhale as you fold. And then inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Unwind the twist a little, lower your hands down. And switch out your legs. So left leg out, right leg in. Yeah. And then remember, you don't want to go all the way out, just like a 45-degree angle, because you do that little twist. Okay, extend the arms to the ceiling, reach up tall, and then exhale, twist, and extend over the leg. Come back up to center, inhale. Unwind a little, exhale, twist, and fold. And then one more time like that. Inhale, lift up, unwind, exhale, twist, and fold. So the hands to the ankles, the foot, the floor, your blocks. Whatever can help you tap back into your breathing and lengthen the torso and then create that twist still as you exhale. So this is also like kind of strengthening the inner fire. Twists are detoxifying, they are balancing, they are releasing. They help us, the energy at the navel helps us to digest our experiences, to understand, to absorb and assimilate. And I don't know about you, but there's a whole lot that doesn't make sense. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to center, unwind, and then exhale, lower your hands down. Bring the soles of your feet together now. And take your knees out to the side. So lift open the front of the heart as you breathe in, and on your exhale, fold forward. We don't necessarily dissolve so that then all of a sudden everything can make sense, right? I don't know. I think there's things that just won't make sense. But it's dissolving so that we can go, okay, it doesn't make sense and I'm going to have to be all right with that. I don't get it, I'm going to have to be okay with that. Otherwise, we're on this constant journey of like understanding and trying to figure it out. Like all things can be just automatically figured out. Maybe, but you might, that's going to require all parties be in the same, like on the same page, right? Take another inhale into the front of the chest, exhale as you fold. And then inhale, come up to seated, draw your knees together, lean back onto the sitting bones and lift the feet up. I mean, this class wouldn't be right without a little bow pose. Rotate your ankles around a little bit, breathe in and breathe out, and then just hold. So take your attention back into Manipura chakra, right into the navel center. Roll the shoulders back. Hands can stay to the backs of the thighs. You can release them out to the sides, and you'll roll the shoulders on and back and breathe in and breathe out. Now just relax and soften your jaw, like you could hang out here all day if necessary. Breathe in, and then a few more breaths we have will be like a piece of cake, a walk in the park. Take another breath into the heart. Exhale, lower your feet to the floor. Bring your hands behind you, fingers forward. Roll the shoulders onto the back, lift the chest, and then take your hips up and off the floor. If you like, you could extend your legs straight and go reverse plank pose. Up to you. Lift your hips up nice and high. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthen through the crown. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, lower your hips to the earth. Awesome, you guys. Everyone spin around, please, and lay down onto your ground so your head's face towards the front and your feet face back. This allows the crown to be the receiver of the teachings. I don't necessarily need it for me, but here's Lakshmi and Hanuman and Dinesh and Kali's over there. So the head receives, the crown receives, and moves out through the feet. Just take a moment as you rest on the floor here and scan through your body. Take one more inhale, then exhale, pull both knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. You can kind of rock from side to side if you like. Could rotate your knees around in a circle one way and then the other. And then happy baby or dead bug pose. So take your knees out to the sides. Capture the ankles with your feet or grab your big toes. Knees bent, they say, dead bug. You could extend your legs straight. They say that's happy baby. So there's a difference. You could go one leg at a time, kind of toggling between the right leg straight, the left leg straight. Most important is the spine long on the earth. So if you feel your hips kind of curving away from the floor, concentrate on lengthening the spine down. Yeah, breathe in and breathe out. Let your shoulders relax, your jaw relax. Beautiful. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Awesome. And then gently release and extend the legs down onto the ground. We'll come into our final posture of Shavasana now, unless, of course, there are any other postures that are calling to you or any other adjustments that you would like to make. Any other shifts and moves for the body before you just let everything relax. Just feel the wave of peace move through you. And maybe now as things become more still, it's easier to ascertain what the pattern is or what is resonant through you. Not that that's necessarily the job of Shavasana. Rather, the work here is simply to acknowledge and notice what is present. Feel your body heavy, resting on the earth. Let your mind rest in the skull. Imagine your thoughts kind of tumbling heavy to the back of the brain. Imagine, if you will, light in the mind as consciousness expands. Relax your shoulders and your neck and your jaw. Let your breath move in and out as it chooses, and your hips be heavy, your legs heavy. Since the soles of the feet open.
Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Ishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tirasi Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Ishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejasi Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Ishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejasi Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Ishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejasi Om Namah Shivaya Satchidananda Murtaye Ishprapanchaya Shantaya Slowly now begin to bring awareness back to your physical body. Sweetly allow your breath to deepen. Gradually begin to move your fingers and toes. Start to rotate your wrists and ankles. When you're ready, reach your arms up and overhead and stretch all the way from fingers to toes. Bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a great big hug. Take a moment or two to just extend some gratitude to yourself for coming to your practice, for creating the time and space to be here today. Go ahead and roll to the right or the left, and when you're ready in your own time, come up to a comfortable seated position. Take just a moment to seal up our practice. So just turn to face forward. Rest your hands to your knees, maybe palms up or down, come in first finger together. Just lengthen up tall through the crown. And once again, notice your breathing. Maybe even feel the echo of the 3-part breath from the very beginning of practice. Inhaling the base of the lungs, middle of the lungs, top of the lungs. You can exhale normally. Just feel the completeness of the breath in your body. So right intention. It's really a crucial practice in terms of our yoga practice. What our mentality is, what our mindset is, and really what we allow to circulate through our being. Realize that sometimes it doesn't feel like we choose that. But we can become more and more attuned to what it is that resonates through us. And create enough of a kind of break in that where we can start to redirect. But it begins by noticing, by becoming clear in the mind. First and foremost, what is there? And to me, that noticing really happens as we pay more attention to the words that we use, the way that we speak, and how we speak about whatever it is we speak about. Speech is such an interesting thing. It is manifest prana. And it's not to say that all of our words have to be a certain thing or always supportive or always, a certain way, but that we simply start to pay attention. How do the words that I speak resonate within me, within the world around me? And how do I utilize silence? Not just externally, but also internally. And so as you bring your hands back together at the center of the heart, remember, you don't have to have the answers to all of these things. This is part of the quest of our practice. To understand and unfold lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Just as we in this one unfold day after day after day. Moment after moment after moment. So to the intention from your heart center, just a moment to bow in and give thanks. You can bring the hands to the third eye as a reminder of your intention in the mind, the power of your mind, and creating and establishing and even maintaining the state of sattva, the state of illumination and clarity. And take a nice deep breath in here, fill up all the way, and as you exhale, your hands to your heart center. And we'll seal with the chant of Om. As you exhale, we'll bow the chin in. Take a moment to honor the love and compassion that lies in your heart and the hearts of all beings, the teacher that guides our way. And the light of me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Good job. We'll pat on the back, we'll high five your friend. Awesome, amazing. Thanks for
through. But be well, everybody. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful week ahead. We'll see you very soon, I'm sure.
Thank you.